Have you ever watched the Bioneer? I enjoyed watching his videos. I've watched most of his videos, although I haven't watched them recently. He had some stuff in there about Batman training, which I found relatable. I had an experience. I was down and out after I got released. If you watched my last video, you saw about how I was tortured and then the judge just let me go. Well, I ended up in a homeless shelter trying to get back on my feet, and I got a job working as a landscaper for cash. And this guy was showing up at the eating house each morning early and picking up people who wanted to work and paying them cash. And he wanted people that could use chainsaws. And if you could use a chainsaw, then you were the guy with the chainsaw. And if you didn't know how to use a chainsaw, then you could carry away the wood that the guy with the chainsaw cut. And I grew up in the 70s in Nova Scotia. I know how to use a chainsaw. So I had a job cutting fucking trees out that had been down by storms with a chainsaw, and watching the other guys carry away the wood that I cut. And when I got ahead of them and they worked too fast, then I dropped the chainsaw and I fucking helped them to get the wood out of the way so that we could keep the shit moving along. And I was excited. It was like the best thing that happened to me for a while. And I called a woman that I wasn't supposed to talk to from a payphone. And I asked her if she would like to have dinner with me. I missed her. And I in my head it was like, I'm going to ask her if she'll have dinner with me. And she'll either say yes or she'll say no. And if she says no, then tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm going to just walk down the street and find the first attractive woman I see and say, hey, it's my birthday. I got a bunch of cash in my back pocket. I've had a rough patch of luck, but I want to have dinner and get drunk with a pretty girl, and you're gorgeous. You want to come have dinner with me? It's my birthday. It's my treat. My present to myself is to enjoy your company. Would you like to come? And if that doesn't work the first time, then I'll try it again on a prettier girl. And I'll keep aiming for prettier girls until somebody says yes. Because they don't know they're pretty. Everybody fucking has a personal opinion about what pretty is, right? Well, she called the cops on me. And they showed up at 2 o'clock in the morning on my birthday. And they arrested me. They put me in handcuffs. And while I was in handcuffs, they fucking threw me around and roughed me up and smashed my fucking head into the fucking back of the car and fucking tore my rotator cuff out. So I spent my birthday in jail with a torn rotator cuff, and I lost my job. And I didn't get to go and have dinner with a pretty girl. And there were there's more to the story in between, but long story short, I'm in jail waiting for trial. And I can't shave. I can't touch my chin. I can't touch my nose. My rotator cuff's torn. I'm fucking really severely injured. And I'm in a place where there's nobody gonna give me no fucking medical attention. I ain't getting no fucking top-notch fucking first world country fucking Medicare for all type of treatment. If I don't fucking take care of my body, I'm gonna fucking end up disabled. And I did. When I started, I was doing push-ups like a girl. And when I say push-ups like a girl, what I mean is my knees were touching the ground. And I was doing push-ups with my knees on the ground. And truth be told, my good arm was doing all the work, and my bad arm was screaming in pain from going through the motions. But I kept going until eventually it became easy, and then I went back up and I did proper push-ups like a man with my fucking feet touching the ground, my knees not down, and I just kept running with it. I just kept going with it. Why would I stop? By the time that I got out of that place, I was doing 1,000 push-ups a day. I was doing 10 sets of 100 push-ups spread throughout the hours between when I woke up in the morning and when I went to sleep at night. So during a 16-hour time, I did 1,000 push-ups, 10 sets of 100. I don't have any people that I stayed in contact with that can vouch for me. But if anybody remembers me from Toronto South Detention Center, if anybody out there was in there on a Trump dump bunch of bullshit and remembers the guy that was doing 100 push-ups at a time, all the time, that's me. That stuff that the Bioneer talks about, Batman training. I lived that. I actually fucking lived that. Like, I know, it's like fiction and shit, and it's not like, but I lived that. When he talks about that, I'm like, he understands me. I didn't always do 100 push-ups. Sometimes I gassed out at 88. Sometimes I gassed out at 92. Sometimes I gassed out at 96. But more than half of the time, I can say with confidence that I didn't gas out at all and I hit 100. And on the times when I did gas out, I didn't beat myself up over it. I just like, oh, you gassed out at 88. That's okay. You'll do 100 next time. 88's cool. You're allowed to have it off fucking set. You should check out the Bioneer's channel. He's an interesting fellow.